Yeah, Fender Studio is better than FL Studio, and we are going to talk about that in this video. Welcome to Paradise Productions. This is the first and only bilingual YouTube channel talking about music industry, production, mixing, mastering, and a lot of topics related. I'm a few videos behind from Spanish. We are already talking about rights, but yeah, we are going to see that um, in future videos. Today we are going to talk about why Fender Studio, previously known or better known as Studio One, is better than FL Studio. First of all, is cross-platform, so you can run it and install it and work with it natively on Mac, Windows, and Linux. With FL Studio, you cannot do that. You can just have it on Windows and Mac, and we are going to talk about the benefits working in Linux, I'm sorry, in different videos. All right. Okay. Second of all, and I don't know why FL Studio doesn't have this. The majority of the DAWs they have it. Is the folder groups. You can not only use it as a folder, but it can work as a bus, as a send effects bus. So you can group different tracks into a folder, and that folder can work as a bus, as a send effects. So you can do effects, you can do processing into that specific folder. So it's really useful when you have like a drum section, synth section, percussions section, guitar sections, and you have different guitars, right? Like acoustic guitars, electric guitars, voices, and such. So it's really useful when you have pretty good production or mixing. So it works perfectly, and FL Studio doesn't have it yet. I'm sorry. Third, and I don't know why FL Studio doesn't have it, because majority of the DAWs works. It works the same time. Like it works the same time. That's the same way. I'm sorry. The channels and the tracks, the routing. There is no routing. Like the routing. It's just something crazy with FL Studio. There is no relation in between the track and the channel simultaneously. Like there is no um there is no relation in between those two automatically. All right, like it's like routed manually. It doesn't make sense at all. All right. The other feature that Fender Studio has and FL Studio it doesn't is um the macros. That's a really big thing. Pro Tools has macros. They are not like so deep as Fender Studio, right? But yeah, they have it. Cubase has macros as well, and Reaper. So we have four DAWs that works with it, with macros. Fender Studio, Pro Tools, kinda, Cubase, and Reaper. But like as deep as his work with Cubase, for example, Reaper or Fender Studio, Pro Tools is not like them. All right, it is their macros are a little bit more basic compared to Cubase, Fender Studio, and Reaper that are like a lot deeper, right? And you can set those macros as complex as you need, and you can do whatever you need into the edit workflow, audio edit workflow, MIDI, and a bunch of different workflows you need to. And FL Studio doesn't have that. As good as Fender Studio, it doesn't have that. The other thing that is a lot better in Fender Studio than FL Studio is the plugins. Yeah, I know a lot of fandom people will say that FL Studio has a really great plugins. I'm not denying that. Like actually, FL Studio has a pretty good and decent and a great plugins. However, the analog emulations that we have in Fender Studio, we cannot find it on FL Studio natively. The second thing is the emulations for real instruments like guitars, strings, um, pianos, keys, whatever instrument we would like to have, woodwinds, whatever. There are no real emulations or emulations for real instruments into FL Studio. For people who works with organic music like rock, pop, um, ballads, pop ballads, and so on, that we need like real emulations, strings, guitars, and all of that. FL Studio, it doesn't work. So for those and even more reasons and features and characteristics that Fender Studio has and FL doesn't, that's why it's a lot better. Fender Studio is a lot better than FL Studio for sure. Fender Studio is, I think personally, that is the best DAW that exists in the market. And that's a different topic that probably we are going to discuss in a different video. But yeah, let me know what you think right here below in the comments. We are really close to the 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to this channel, share to the people who can take advantage of the content, and leave me a comment. Anything you need, anything you want to share, you can leave it right here below in the comments, and I'll be more than happy and glad to read it and to talk to you personally. Thank you so very much. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye bye.